Hey guys, Michael Sology here. Today we go over the top 5 offense playbooks in the game. Let's just start with number 5 here, and it's going to be the Cincinnati Bengals offense playbook. This is good, guys, for a couple different reasons. It has 2 extremely good formations in bunch offset and tight slots halfback week. It's the only play with tight slots halfback week. So just kind of recap, guys. I'm going to go over a couple of the key plays I like in each playbook, and then go into more detail on the playbooks as they get closer to that number 1 spot. But again, let's get started here. With tight slots, I think the best play from this book is flood here. It's nice because this post is great. The corner route is great. Like especially if you're going to set the lead route in mutts where you have a limited route count. I love the play flood. It's going to work for every zone and man variation. The nice thing is that you can literally call this. You can block the tight end if you want, and then just call it. And then the corner route's going to be the ball that we're going to want to throw here every single time for lays there, as you can see. The corner route, again, I just love, literally you can just snap this ball. The corner route's going to get over a lot of zones, guys. It's going to get over cover 3. Really, the only thing that gives issues is, backed off deep cloud flats. But, outside that, and then at that point, we can just take our check down option here. But this corner route, guys, it's going to be pretty money for us. Especially with set free lead, you're going to be able to whip that in pretty easily. We'll go with, a cover 2 look. And then in a man coverage look here, and then we'll get into some other plays here from this book here. So again, cover 2, it's gonna be the same thing. Can we throw over this cloud? We can. It's a laser, right? And again, if it's a super deep zone drop, don't be afraid just to check it down at that point to our running back right here, because we have this check down available to us. And also, guys, this first man quickly, like I said, it's gonna be more of a brief overview of the playbook, and then like I said, we'll be in more detail as we get closer to that number 1 spot here. I'll see you guys now first man coverage. Again, corner out here, as long as it's not press man, we can pretty much rely on this corner out to fry here. Again, we want a good receiver there, preferably tall receiver, because tall receivers are better at catching balls on the sideline. But this tall fast receiver here is going to be fine. This in route here will also beat man for us. As you can see, you can kind of egg that down. That time we're going to get cover 1 hole, so that is why we have to throw it late because of the hook. I'll see you guys here one more time, but you get the idea. Another thing I want to mention too with this play, guys, I'm calling this so the corner route is always running to the short side of the field, meaning I'm on the left hash, so I'm calling to the corner route to the left. There's some other plays here I'm just going to go over, and then we'll get into our 4th playbook here. Mesh bot, this post route, guys, is great. Mesh, this drag concept, it beats man. The post will beat man. You can throw it underneath thirds, quarters especially, with Safi lead. I just like streaking that curl route here that you can see on the right. I just like streaking him and then blocking the running back, and that's a great setup for a mesh spot here. Verticals, throwing these wheels as flats from verticals is a great play. Bench, it's a play action blocking, so if you're going against a blitz, not sure how to block it, honestly, if you just call the play bench from tight slots, you can probably block the blitz. So that's it's just a super cool little thing to mention with tight slots. Post wheel drag, this post here, as you see, this post on the right, same type of thing as mesh spots. You can get underneath middle thirds and quarters very well, and it also beats man coverage. From bunch, flood is just a great play just for if you're going against cover 0 look, just a quick snap against cover 0, something like that. It's a little thing to mention. Speed dig, really good as well. I'll show you guys speed dig actually. Love speed dig. This is a good stuff that I like, is just literally dragging motioning out this in route here, so we just have a complete flood concept to the solo side of the field. Just a great mix in. If they're playing deeper zones, then we're just gonna take our drag. If they're playing underneath, then we can take our crosser or the back. And if they're gonna lurk the crosser, then we have this backside in route, guys. So again, right here, the reads are pretty much going to be this drag every time, but you guys can see a space where that crosser can get open. It's an underneath zone drop. So that's speed dig. That's just a cool play. When it comes to red zone, things of that nature, this RPO alert bubble from doubles offset is very, very good, guys. So right here, we this bubble, as you can see, they don't react to it very well. RPOs, that's been a thing all year with RPOs, guys. The defenders, just their pursuit, their reactions to RPOs, their awareness for RPOs has been bad all year long. So again, we're able to get that run for a couple of yards. Again, just something on the goal line if you need to punch it in. I love this RPO from Bengals. So that's just a quick tutorial, guys, of Bengals. You want to be running bunch offset, mix in like verticals, speed dig, mix in like a little bit of flood if you're running like a man coverage look, and then tight slots. I love the play flood, I love mesh spot, and I love post wheel drag. The number 4 playbook, guys, is the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive playbook. We're going to call it play Steelers drive here for finishing back wing stack formation. And this is kind of cool because we are going to be rolling out. It's something that Civil did at MCS. I'm just down. It's really good, guys. It is super, super hard to stop. I'm just going to double this end here. And when he gets doubled, we are rolling out, and we're going to be chucking this corner out here to Travis Kelce, guys. It's kind of a similar thing in previous Maddens, guys, especially when you give corner routes time to develop here. When you're rolling out, first of all, if you can just break contain, that's key number 1, and then just zones won't play it once you get out here. So again, we're just waiting for this block here. I like doubling him. You don't have to double him. I'm actually going to leave that overthrow in the video because this is a key thing that I want to mention here, and that is using roaming deadeye, guys, for this. So this is a must-have ability if you're going to rock this game. I use like something like Lamar Jackson with roaming deadeye, for example, just any fast quarterback with roaming deadeye ability. Because what you want to do, guys, when you roll out, you want to let go of the right trigger before you throw the ball. So you're going to roll out with the right trigger to sprint, and then before you throw it, let go of the right trigger just for a second, and then throw the corner out. That will activate roaming deadeye, and that will create perfect pack accuracy here every single time. So again, it would be something like that every time. Patrick Mahomes here doesn't have roaming deadeye, but you guys get the idea of how important that ability is for this. It's a must-have ability if you're going to run a Steelers playbook. So again, I'm waiting for this guy. I like doubling him, but you don't have to double him. I'm waiting for that end to get picked up. Once he gets picked up, then I can break contain. And again, the faster the quarterback is here, the better, obviously, for break and contain. Boom, boom, all day long, right? So again, that is perfect accuracy every time if you get that roaming deadeye ability and learn how to use that. So if you want to use something like this under center, throw on the run, this is the best playbook to do it. Again, right there, as you can see, at this point, we are wheeling and dealing here versus this. Now that I've gone over my favorite play in the book, guys, I'm just going to go over some other formations really quick here just to show you why this book is super, super valuable. It has a great mix of formations like that wing stack with that play specifically. Very, very good. It has trips tight end here, verticals, great play to attack the seams versus any like cover 3 or cover 2 zone look, bunch strong nasty. Like this is also the same bunch strong nasty found in like the Colts and the Eagles playbooks that I'm going to go over here in just a moment. So this is super, super good as well. Wide shell, an excellent play. PA bunch John, excellent play. I'm about to break down this book more in detail when we get to Indy. So kind of staying tuned for that. But like again, it's kind of cool that this book also has that as well. And then the bunch here is okay. I think corner strike's kind of a cool play. Deep corner is nice as well. I'm actually going to show you guys deep corner just because that like this is a nice corner. I was going to get underneath a lot of zones. So one cool thing I want to mention is like especially too when we face a deep out zone meta, there's gonna be deep out zones on both corners. And that's kind of like what this is turning into with like this meta is turning into with like a lot of outside thirds and quarters. So it's important to find corners going to get underneath those blues every single time. And this corner route does. As you can see, like the outside corner that's playing that third is never close to that corner route. Some corner routes run too deep where it can get knocked out. Again, like with that deep out zone KO in Mutt. But I love this play, guys. If you're going to run the Steelers book, deep corner, the setup here, we're going to motion out B and streak him. Just a good basic high-low setup right here, but it's effective because this corner route runs in the perfect spot. You can get over, like I said, those curl flats, but you can get underneath any deep out zone KO there from an outside third or quarter, and that's the key, guys. Finding like shallow corner routes that kind of get over zones but underneath outside, like I said, thirds or quarters. That's the key. This is one corner routes that does this exactly. So I just want to again show you guys this play here. And again, you can also run it versus like man as well. So just a quick recap, guys. Again, you don't want to use roaming deadeye with this book. This is the only book in this video that you don't want to use roaming deadeye with. Again, just for that under center Steelers drive. When it comes to beating zone, it's going to be excellent to do. And again, this bunch strong, we'll get to more detail here with the Colts book. But bunch, deep corner, absolutely excellent. Trips tight end, mixing in verticals there as well. Super, super nice, guys. It's just a nice little tour, and you can mix in something unique with that roaming deadeye ability. But with that being said, guys, let's get into our third and second playbooks. The next book I'm showing you guys here is Colts/Eagles. They're basically the same book, so I'm just going to combine them into one. I'm going to show you guys Colts here right now. So the play, guys, is double post. Civil has also really harped on double post since the game dropped, and it is by far the best play in the game that has stayed consistent since August, guys. This play was amazing in August. It's amazing now. It was amazing in September, October. It might be amazing the entire year. Who knows? It's just such a good play for so many different reasons, guys. I'm gonna just be the main thing I'm gonna show you guys here in detail because this is the best play in my opinion from the Colts playbook here. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple different setups from it. One step that you can do, guys, is something like this where you just streak RB here. You don't have to streak RB for this zone to get underneath thirds, but you can. It's just so good, guys, versus zone, versus man. This play beats like every look in the game, guys. It really does. You can also throw like A here just as like a check down option, like wheels in general, guys, like these wider wheels. You can throw early just as like flat passes, and they work really well as flat passes because they just run out wide so quickly here. And again, we can have like our running back here, just and that's running the speed in as a check down there. So that's kind of our reads, guys. Versus like a cover 3 from that route combo. I'm gonna show you guys double post again here, just a different route combo from it. So I also like this route combo a lot from double post, guys. We're gonna wheel the running back and streak RB here. We're gonna have the post, but we're also gonna have guys this C route. Basically what happens is the outside third does not play the C route because the running back wheel kind of acts as a pull route here for this outside third. It kind of like logically doesn't make sense because why would the third get pulled to wheel? But it kind of just acts like a streak. And you can throw the C route to the outside every single time here. Like you see, the third just not going to play. It's another great ball again. I have been harping on throwing corner routes, like sharper corner routes, C route, things like that underneath deep outs, like in MUT. Because in MUT, again, the overall meta that's going to turn into is 2 deep out zone KOs on the outside corners. So because of that, you want to have routes that can get underneath those deep out zone KOs. You want to throw to the sideline. So this C route, great way to do it. You also, though, have this post that we can still fit over those vert hooks underneath, like that middle third or middle quarter. Verse cover 2, guys, a cloud flat will play like the C route. So like we would throw the wheel there just as a check down in that sense, or we can still throw, again, we still have this tight end check down here, for example. Like even like that was like a more underneath zone, but we can still, like, it's just so hard to guard wheels as flats, guys. But like double post, guys, it's so good. It has been a great play. I really can't remember the last time a play has been like this this good for this long in the game. It is pretty remarkable in that sense. I'll show you guys this first main coverage, and then we'll get into that bunch strong nasty formation I was talking about, and then just as well as just like one like red zone play that I like a lot from Colts. So I'll show you guys this just first like a main coverage look here. We're not gonna want to throw this here out here. Well, again, if I see man coverage, I like double drags here, and just snapping this ball from the double drags. Look, post route, guys, it's bread and butter. It gets underneath zones perfectly. It might be the best like singular route in the game. It is just, it's so good. Running back as well here, speed in, wins. The drag can win from time to time. So we're really looking, if there's some bumping that goes on, sometimes the wheel can't get open, but it's not consistent. Maybe we're really looking for the drag, the speed in, or that post, guys. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys now the bunch strong nasty formation. Again, this is the same exact look, guys, with Steelers. So maybe if you want to still run the under center stuff with Roman Deadeye, you can also apply this book. Or this formation as well to it. So there's something to keep in mind here. I'm going to show you guys Y trail here. First off, one thing I like to do, guys, versus zone, is just something like this. Basically what we have here is we have a high low over the middle of the field with this in route and post, and we have a high low to the sideline here. Again, it's gonna be the same type of thing as like flood. If you guys remember flood from the Bengals book, at number 5, short side corner routes, guys, are gonna be super money versus zone. Something again, if you can like aggressive catch these down, you can get underneath those zone KOs too that I've been harping on. We also still have this backside post here. It's gonna fit into like a similar spot like double post over those vert hooks, underneath like any middle thirds. But again, like this is like a route combo that I like a lot from Y trail here. Going back to this corner out here. If they have like deeper zone drops, at that point we would just take like a check down option here if we want to attack the sidelines. Another cool stuff I like to do from Y trail, guys, versus zone is something like this. This is a great versus man as well, but just being able to throw the strike underneath or this post still over the top, fitting again in a great window there for us. So guys, this pass here one more time. But again, like another thing too that's cool, guys, to know is like stock verhooks, they don't play drags very well at all. So drags don't always act as a check down option. But again, we're just attacking this high low right here with either the drag or the post. And we have like a backside angle route. But again, right here I'm gonna throw this post. Gonna fit again, it's just such a perfect window. I'll see you guys this look versus main coverage here. And then we'll get into like a red zone play that I like to do a lot. But again, guys, wide trail is gonna be super, super good from this book. Mesh spot, same type of thing with short side routes. I'm not gonna get to that specifically, but mesh spot is cool. For again, those short side routes, you want to call it the short side of the field. Wide trail also you can call it either side, by the way. But again, I'll show you guys wide trail here one more time, just versus a man coverage look here. So again, I love this play still versus man coverage. This setup here, I'm a big fan of first man. Trail route can absolutely smoke here for us. The only reason why that looked close is because it was like cover one hole, so like the vert hook zone was like close to it. But versus straight man, when it comes to just man beating routes, guys, big fan of it. Post here, still gonna be able to throw versus man coverage, and that was the Jets' best corner there in Sauce Gardner, and it didn't matter. But again, if you want to add like just like a route to maybe their responsibilities like the running back, I don't mind playing them on like an out route here, for example, just to make sure, just to keep them honest. But again, guys, we're going to go back to this trail here. It's going to fit in such a beautiful window there. The drag can go from time to time. It kind of just depends on how they're like shading as well. When it comes to just generally speaking, I love this setup from One Strong Nasty, first man coverage, guys. So wide trail, great play. Mesh spot, again, it's kind of the same thing. Similar idea to wide trail when it comes to short tech runs. I'm not getting into specifically with that, but those are definitely the two best plays here in Bun Strong Nasty. Last thing I'll show you guys here from this Colts book is RPO runs. RPOs, like I've mentioned, super, super good, guys. And the reason why I have this book at number 3 above the Steelers, above the Bengals, is because of the amount of RPOs this has. The one from Double Stack specifically, super, super good. It is like a very annoying to stop here, and it's kind of like a numbers game. So like you see, as you can see here, it's kind of a goofy formation. But if there's only like one guy or something, if they're like in baseline or something, they only have one guy out here, you can throw the smoke screen. But even if they don't, this run here is not bad with Mahomes. You don't have to hand it off. You can take it off with Mahomes there, and like that's kind of like a glitchy way to get 5 or 6 yards. If you want to hand the ball off, he's got to hold A, and this run here, as you can see, isn't bad as well. So again, it's kind of like. It's kind of just like glitchy play, double stack. It's just like, it's so crazy. Like RPOs in this game, super, super hard to stop. It's just like, as you can see right there, I'm just walking for easy 10 yards. Super, super nice in the red zone, guys, because of how good RPOs are. And this is one of the many examples, guys, in Colts that has so many RPOs. But with that being said, guys, let's get into our second best playbook. The second best playbook here, guys, is going to be the New York Jets offense playbook. And the best formation is definitely gun, bunch, strong offset. I'm going to show you why I think it's the best play in Jets playbook, and that's going to be corner strike. So, one thing with this Jets playbook, guys, we're going to get started versus a zone look here, is I think slot apprentice on the point man here, or in this situation, RB, is a must-have. The reason being is because corner strike, one of the best route combos in this game right now, is a double corner setup here. It is great versus man and zone. So something like this so this is what the play corner strike looks like stock. We're going to put RB on a slot apprentice corner, which is what we would have in my, like I said, spin that to a P for slot apprentice here if you go the Jets route. And then I would streak A. And then you can like what we do with Y and X is anything. You could like do it like a table on Y and like an A round and X. You have a complete flight concept here. But the key here, guys, versus cover 3, we're going to want to hit this B corner every single time. I'll send you guys here again. This streak from the tight end is actually what's going to pull this outside third every time. So he will never close. This is another great ball that I like. When I mentioned the deep out point earlier, which is still a huge thing. Like I said, with the meta in MUT right now, these deep out zone KOs. They will play a lot of different stuff to the sideline, a lot of corner routes. They will not play the sharp corner route. There's one corner, like I said earlier, with deep corner, where it will get, this corner route gets over the top of curl flats or any flat zone, but it will get underneath those outside blues enough because they're getting pulled, where deep out zone KO will never light up or knock the ball out here with this corner route. I'll show you guys this play versus cover 2. So this time the short corner is actually going to pull the cloud flat much like an out route would. So this time we're going to be looking for the RB slot press corner that I have been talking about this video. So again, right here, RB wide open. Again, that's going to split that cover 2 over top the cloud flat, outside and underneath that deep half. Also, you guys here again. And if they have like a super deep zone drops here too, guys, you can always take our running back table or like an out route here as a check down option. But again, we see cover 2. We're going to then try to split it, and we successfully do right there for a nice gain. Corner strike, that's by far the number 1 step corner strike. Again, I'm calling to the wide side of the field. That's like another key with this. So I'm on the left half side, I want this corner running to the right. When it comes to main coverage, both corner routes will fry. And then like you can do like you can kind of get creative with like a running back in route or like a backside end, something like this versus man. You could this is like an example of like a play that I would call. I'll show you guys this quickly versus man, but then I'll show you the second play I like from Bunch Strong here from Jets, and then we'll briefly go over like some other cool things with the Jets book here. So again, like a man coverage look, we can throw like something like this. I don't mind at all versus man. We will have our corner out here to the outside still. Like I said, that's still going to fry man there for us. And another read here, guys, versus man coverage can be this running back speed in route right here. Again, this RB corner is not the most consistent in the world versus press man, so I don't love that as a consistent read to look for versus man coverage, but that B corner is fine. Like a 10-yard in route would be fine, and like I said, that running back speed in would also be fine here. So I'll show this to you one more time. Boom, back to our speed in. Boom. Pretty consistent. So, like I said, I'm going to show you guys now this one more play I love from this Bunch Strong, and then we'll get into some other smaller things with this playbook. What makes it super good, guys, is it's like the Bears also has Bunch Strong, so I'll kind of get into this more too with the Bears. But Flood, guys, is a super bomb. Like cover 2, just absolutely bombs cover 2. One of my favorite bombs in the game because of how good this route combo is. Again, this is key to with the slot runners I was talking about. You're going to want slot runners here on RB so he can run a corner out here again. But this guy, guys, this fade here, going to bomb cover 2 every single time for a touchdown. Reason being is it's a fade route here from the play Flood, guys, is Bunch Strong offset. Both of these plays that I have mentioned, corner strike and Flood, in this Bunch Strong offset formation are not in Gun Bunch Strong Nasty that was in the Colts and Eagles playbooks, which is why I have the Jets and the Bears playbook ahead of that Colts/Eagles playbook. So we are missing double pulse from Bunch, but we do have both these plays. I think these plays personally are better. But again, a lot of these top plays in the game, guys, like their opinion based on people are more comfortable in Colts, some people might be more comfortable in Steelers, things of that nature. But this is just personally how I would rank these top 5. But again, as you guys see, this is a cover 2 bomb here with this fade. Again, I'm going to call this, I call corner strike the wide side of the field. I'm going to call Flood to the short side of the field here. And I'll show you guys this versus cover 3 as well. So cover 3 will bag this outside fade, but we can go back to that short side corner concept that I was talking about right here. And we're going to have this RB corner in a great window here, again, over top of those curl flats, outside or underneath of those outside thirds. And if you want like 5 out and you play right back and out route right here, you can just have a backside drag like this, or you go back to that 10-yard in route and have something like this. Either way is fine. But again, cover 3, we're reading corner. And like I said, they have a super deep zone drop that's guarding the corner. At that point, we would take our check down option. So those are like the two, like I think the best plays in Jets. Now they're also in Bears, but I'm again, like I said, a little more detailed Bears in a minute. When it comes to other plays in Jets specifically, we have deep corner. I've already showed you guys deep corner and why that is good. Obviously verticals from Bunch, a great play. That's in make players. I'm not going to talk about verticals typically just because of how many bucks verticals is in. Jets though does have wide curl, and I like wide curl a lot. I'm gonna do a quick breakdown on wide curl before we play some red zone stuff from Jets. What I love about wide curl, guys, is this wide wheel from the running back. Very hard to guard. Here's the thing: it kind of gets to the outside quick, so you can kind of turn a check down option up the field for like an easy game, right? Especially in comp, guys, when they start mixing in coverage really well and using the quick option just to like move the chains. I love this because even like 5-yard flags or something like that won't play this. Man coverage initially won't play this. And another thing too about wide curl, guys, is this J route here from X. It can kind of get into like a sweet spot here in between the zones, right? Like it's gonna get outside of that vert hook, it's gonna get inside of that outside third, and obviously it's going to get over the top here of this curl flat versus cover 3 look. Boom, right? So it's a good ag pass right there to the inside. But again, guys, when it comes to wide curl, and then with slot apprentice, again, you can do, I don't mind something like this where you have a simple high-low here to the bunt side of the field with a backside wheel, and then this J route here as well. But again, this wheel I'm throwing late. But see how we kind of get to the outside there? It's not a regular hot route wheel, guys. It's like a wide curl wheel. So it runs a little wider. Like you can kind of see with the player too. See how wide this runs provided like a hot route wheel. See how it's much sharper, and that kind of shows, guys, with the run after the catch there from the running back. So that's like a unique play I want to show you guys from Jets. But again, deep corner. So if you like deep corner, if you like bunch in general, then I would recommend Jets. Again, I already talked about wide trail before from Indy, so this is a very similar wide trail. Like I already mentioned, flood and corner strike. When it comes to like a red zone play, guys, a cute play from this book here is going to be this end around here. End around lead is what you're gonna want to do. And let's say you're in the goal line, maybe you play against like a 4-4 or like any like heavy personnel to stop the run. This end around, guys, super good. I know end arounds usually like viewed as like body runs. Dude, this end around from single back bunch, one of the better runs in the game. Like when it comes to just like, again, move the chains. Again, it's like you're on a 3 or 2 yard line. You're just trying to get 6. This end around, guys, super tough to stop. I personally run this end around. This is also in Bears, and I'll show you guys Bears here in a second. But this end around, guys, super good. As you can see, I like running it personally. If you have a right hand quarterback to the left, so it runs right to the left, it's gonna be a faster handoff there for the end around. But this end around, guys, this has been consistent so far. Like we are mauling this 4-4, and you'll see, like I said, in the goal line, you'll see stuff like over G. You'll see stuff like 6-1. You'll see stuff maybe like 4-4, 3-4, something like that. It mauls all of them. Like this run, super good, guys. Like that was like by far their best block share result, and we still got a couple yards right there. But as you guys can see, we are generally mauling this for a big game. So the one playbook, guys, in my opinion, is the Chicago Bears playbook. Again, a lot of playbooks when it comes to ranking them are subjective. I personally think Bears number 1. I run Bears in every game I play, comp games, all of that. I run the Bears playbook, and I'm going to break down why it is the best. So it has it kind of has the best of both worlds, I think, of the Jets book and the Bengals book. It has every play from the Jets bunch strong offset, including that corner strike setup I've already talked about with double corners, including the wide trail setup again that's in Jets as well as Indy. It also has flood, the short side flood I've already talked about there. So that is really where slot press comes in and play as corner strike and flood. I will show up another setup here from Durham that you can also call this in Jets, but it's just like another play to add here to this scheme. Durham, guys, big fan of Durham. It's kind of almost like a 4 verticals look, but again, it's where I'm going to want my slot press ability, because I'm going to want to put RB here on a post. And then there's 2 different variations that you can do, kind of attacks the same concept. You can put the running back on it in route and just something like this. Versus cover 3, we're going to want to throw this outside wheel here as a check down, but we're also going to have many other things open. I love this, guys, versus zone specifically. I don't love this play versus man, but we do have other man mirrors that I feel good about. If you don't want to throw that outside wheel, a secondary reader, maybe like you missed the read, this A wheel, so you can get into a really great sweet spot here, just like it does with verticals too. Outside of our hook, inside of that curl flat. And another alternate setup here that you can do this, like I said, first curve 3, you're going to want to do this a lot, is like something like this, where you still have the outside wheel, but again, the running backs can kind of hit that same spot that I was talking about there. Instead of the tight ends, maybe like they start manning up the tight end, switch to the running back. And then we still have a great high-low here with this play as well. It's a high-low either way here to the solo side of the field, but again, we have like a little drag post here, or I'm going to hit my drag here just as a check down option. If there was like a hard flash, something like that, we would hit the post at that point. But again, Durham, guys, just a great little play there for zone that I wanted to show you. When it comes to like the Bears playbook, like I said, another reason too why slot press is a must with the Bears, there is no flood. Like I showed you guys with Bengals how they have to play flood. We don't have to play flood, but the key, guys, with flood is the short side corner route. Now again, if I have slot press right here, I can kind of make flood with something like this, right? I can do like just put like an out route right here and do something. So this is like similar setup here to flood that I just talked about. We're still gonna be looking for that short side corner right here. That's gonna get over top of the curl flat, underneath the outside third. Again, it's going to beat man, just like I showed you guys before, so I'm not getting into it specifically, but I'm just trying to like show you guys the flexibility, I guess, in this Bears playbook. So we have the things from Cincinnati that I've already talked about with mesh spot, with post wheel drag, with basically a makeshift flood there if we have slot press ability. We still have the corner strike set up, like I said, we still have the flood set up. We have this RPO run right here, But another thing too that is cool, and we also still have end around lead, by the way. If you go back to single back, if you do a single back bunch, this end around read that I showed you guys from the Jets, like little red zone run, is still there. Another great play here that I like to do, and we're gonna reset the ball here so I can show you guys what I'm talking about, is this swing pass, guys. Another great red zone play too with Bears. It's another reason too why I like Bears over Jets. They are very similar. They have the same exact gun bunch strong offsets. But when it comes to another great like little like red zone play or just something to move the chains, something to punch the ball in, I love this motion swing pass, guys. If you can, I like calling the swing pass to the left because it will be a fast throw here from Mahomes, guys. But this will mess up pretty much as long as you're not like in like a baseline press dollar or something like that. Really, the only two things that give the swing pass problems are a baseline press look and if they physically use this swing pass. That's the only two things. But the block here, guys, on a swing pass is great. Like, look at this. You guys see how good the swing pass is? It's a huge reason why I am in Bears over Jets because this is a great play in the red zone that they're not going to expect at all. One of like I said, one of my favorite red zone plays here for sure. They don't expect it. You can mix in some passing plays as well if they start using this swing. But again, I'm just trying to give you like just a general view here of the Bears playbook. I love this swing, guys. As long as it's not like a baseline press look, and as long as it is not, they don't go user it themselves. I love the swing pass here from the Bears. And again, I wanted to call this to the wide side where I have space. So again, I'm on the right side. I'm going to call the swing to running to the left. So we have some more space here for Pacheco to work with. But also the release here from Mahomes is faster when it's going to the left, and that is why I am doing it like that. But you guys can see, I don't need to show more. You guys see how good that swing pass is. Again, just as a great little red zone play right there. But a lot of stuff in Bears is similar to what I talked about. Again, I just showed you guys Durham stuff. But like if you use Durham, flood, corner strike, this RPO here is great as well. But if you use Durham, flood, corner strike, and then also one quick thing too I want to mention, a lot of bunch concepts that you see can apply to gun bunch wide right here, which is like another reason why I like this over Jets because Jets just completely doesn't have tight slots, and I can still make some similar concepts to like the bunch. I don't have deep corner in like bunch wide, but stuff like verticals, like I can still call verticals from bunch wide. It's going to act the same as a regular verticals from gun bunch. Same thing with like if you guys have seen like speed dig setups. Same thing here. Branch return also a great play with this reverse safety to kind of create a flood concept right there. I will actually show you guys branch return as well. A lot of people do this from like bunch as well, but again, this RB post. If I do stuff like this, guys, one of my favorite setups here from bunch wide. This RB post right here with a drag then a backside reverse zig. You see this a lot from bunch, guys. This is a pretty popular setup. They'll call it some like smash return, but you can do the same thing from bunch wide. So you kind of, like about Bears is the amount of flexibility it has. We have tight slots, and with slot press, we basically have every play from tight slots that Bengals has. We have gun bunch wide to create similar concepts that what people do from regular gun bunch, and we have gun bunch strong offset, and I think it's the best strong offset variation in the game because of corner strike, because of that play flood as well. So when you take all that consideration, guys, and then you combine the red zone stuff with the swing pass, with the end around, I think it's just the most balanced book in the game. You have a variety of formations that you can use, both in between the 20s and inside the red zone. If you use that, guys, and apply that to your game, and again, when it comes to these reads right here, I'm sorry to sidetrack a little bit, but it's just like a basic high-low here for zone. If they're playing a more underneath zone drop, I'm looking for my post. But if you play a man coverage look, all these routes beat man as well. But again, we also have like this backside reverse sig right here that we can throw underneath for hooks, and maybe they go use that post with that backside reverse sig. But regardless, back to what I was talking about, guys. When it comes to in between 20s, we have a great variety of formations to use with strong offset, with bunch wide, if I'm mixing a little bunch wide, and tight slots, halfback weak as well. We have great red zone plays with that end around from single back bunch, as well as that swing pass there from that wide off trips. So with that being said, guys, if you found these playbooks helpful, if you found either the Bengals playbook helpful, or maybe if you're running any of these playbooks that you can add to your scheme, if you thought the Bengals information was helpful, the Steelers, the Eagles / the Colts, the Jets, and then now this Bears information helpful, consider GG, where full schemes use at the highest levels of Madden. Link to the website's in the description. You should go GG at checkout for 20% off your next order.